All right, so welcome to a safe place where we listen and we don't judge, okay? We all know that it's just been crazy with the holidays and then on top of the everyday cleaning that you have. And if you have multiple children or multiple people living in your house, you know what I mean? So, first of all, can we talk about the elephant in the room and how gray my hair looked? I promise I'm not gray. I don't know what that was about. So, anyway, we are starting off in the garage because this is not okay. This has been bugging the crap out of me. My dogs, their crates are out here and it is heated and cooled. So, please don't worry, they're fine. And they're in there to eat because I have a husky who is very food aggressive and he has attacked my border collie before, so they have to go in there and get locked up. And then the border collie, she likes to go potty on the floor at night, so she gets put in there at night. And then he gets, my husky gets put in there at night too because he's a husky, and if you know, he is into everything. So anyway, she likes to push her bowl around and it spits food everywhere. And then not to mention when my kids feed the dogs, it's what you see here. That's what we get. So I vacuum that up, and then I actually take hard as nails caulk and caulk down her food bowl so that she cannot move that around a ton, and it stays for quite a while, but it lifted up, so I had to redo it. The garage is definitely a space that is tough to do because it's some of my stuff, but most of it is my husband's stuff. So it's like really hard for me to go in there and just clean it. So I did what I could. I am going through every single thing that I can and getting rid of what we don't use or what everybody has grown out of. So I did spend about 30 minutes in here. There is so much in this house to clean. I am entirely overstimulated with where to begin. So I started there because it definitely needed done before the mice started coming in and taking their food and surviving off the winter or through the winter on their food and fur. So I got that taken care of. It needed done. So I have decided that I'm going to take about 30 minutes every day and clean one of these big project areas. I feel like in my head I'm always like, no, I can't do it unless I can finish it. But then there's always the everyday stuff that needs done, the laundry and the maintaining the rest of the house, the bathroom, the kitchen, all of the things, just the everyday chores that you have. It's hard to find a whole day that you have time for these rooms that need completely torn apart and cleaned. So I've decided that I'm just gonna do about 30 minutes and then I'm gonna go on to the everyday chores. And that's kind of what I did here. It's a long video and I'm sorry for that. This is like, you guys spent the morning with me up until about 3 o'clock. So this is like a 5-hour video condensed into like 11 minutes. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I'm still playing around and trying things and figuring out what to do. Especially on these days like this where I'm like trying to get the house back under control and back onto my daily routine. We all have our routines and the things that we do every day that keep our house tidy. That has gotten away from me. I was sick for a little while and then the holidays happened and all the chaos of bringing the new stuff in, it just went crazy. Plus my kids are home for winter break, so that doesn't really help when people live here, So I'm working slowly but surely. So anyway, this is just where I chose to start today. It was beautiful out, so I could put my doggies outside. They really enjoy being outside. It was like almost 40, so actually it was like 45, so they were so happy to be out there playing. Then we just went on into laundry because no matter what, that needs done. So, the kitchen, I have such a hard time. I decided today that I'm not going to do any of the floors. I'm strictly just going to be focusing on things, the clutter areas or things like this that need done, and surfaces like, wiping off the counters and getting the dishes done. And I went through the fridge and I got some of the older food out that needed to come, and you know I'm really just trying to make it more manageable right now so that I don't feel so overstimulated, because this is not how I live. I don't like clutter. I don't like messes. So this is really difficult for me. Just trying to bring everything back up where it needs to be so that I can maintain it. It just really got so out of control and away from me. It's funny because I think it was probably 3 weeks before, maybe a month before Thanksgiving started, and I was starting to declutter everything. I mean, my husband, I had him bringing stuff down from the attic because I wanted to physically touch every item in this house and decide if it needed to stay or go. And I can't even tell you how much I've gotten rid of, and it just feels so good, and I am not done. But it's funny because I asked my mom to get me boxes from her work, and so she's just been bringing me boxes, so many boxes, and I appreciate it because I have been filling them up almost as quick as she could give them to me. But then once the holidays hit, I kind of got distracted with all of that craziness. So the boxes are just slowly taking up my basement, which you'll see in a little bit here. But she was laughing at me. She's like, I don't know who starts projects like this, weeks before all of the holidays. And I just kind of laughed her off, and I'm like, no, it's really no big deal. I got this, I like to stay busy. This is going to be great. I'm going to be so relaxed. This is going to be so therapeutic. And it was awesome. And it was very therapeutic for a while. I felt like 3 elephants were lifted off of my back. Like, it was amazing how free I felt. But then we decorated for Christmas, and it's almost like all of that freeing feeling went away, even though I did go through a lot of my Christmas decorations, my winter decorations, fall decorations, and I got rid of a ton of those too. I'm just trying to start completely over and live a little more minimally. I'm getting rid of the things that I don't absolutely love and that are not me. I had a lot of hand-me-down stuff and things like that, but we're at a place where I can replace with things that I love. So that's what I'm trying to do. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to start back up soon to get that done. But this is the laundry room. So this laundry room is in our basement, and you can tell the floor is not finished. It is part of the remodel that we're doing down there. But again, we are very average people. So, we do a little bit, we save, we do a little bit, we save, because we don't use credit cards in this house. If we cannot pay for it in cash, we do not do it. No, there is no debt here. So that is how we do it. And it works for us. We love it. I don't feel stressed out. My husband doesn't feel stressed out about it. So that's just the way we see it. So I'm finally taking off the plastic piece that goes on my dryer. It's been on there for however long ago when we got this, which has probably been at least a year or 2. But I left it on because there's so much dust and work going on down there that I was like, oh, it's going to protect it. But we've had so much more dust flying around that it's starting to peel up the sticker, so it's not even sticky anymore. And when I was wiping it down, I just decided it was time to take that off. So it's just how it went there. So I don't know, but this was very stressful for me trying to figure out where everybody's clothes went. Everybody got new clothes for Christmas, and I didn't know whose was whose. I used to be able to tell by the sizes, not really so much anymore, because I feel like I have like 2 grown men in my house, and then one of my kids, he's little, but that's okay. And So I know which ones are his, but my other two, I just cannot figure out. Like, I'm always asking them, always having to ask them, is this yours? Is this yours? I don't know, just because all these clothes are new. So that was kind of fun. I was running in and out of their rooms. They do their own laundry, so I don't really ever have to do it for them, but a lot of the times I'll fold it for them and things like that if they leave it in the dryer. They are bad about that. I will give them that. I hate cleaning the kitty litter. We all do. It's just like it burns your eyes. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. I hate it. This room, I think I hit my head on that thing, that little bar there, that little joist for the stairs every single time. You can bet that if I walk in that room, I am hitting my head on that joist every time. Hates to see me coming. It just does. It's horrible. So anyway, this is the cat's room. Welcome to it. This is what I'm talking about. This is the basement remodel that we are working on. We are saving up for a floor right now. That is where we are at, is the flooring. And then we'll do baseboards and new doors. And so that'll be really fun. We have one more room in there that we need to finish off, and that's the bathroom. But that one, I don't know. We're still kind of debating a little bit on that one.